never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Another name to cheer for in the future in World Championships.
Of course, it's his third season.
Oh, big move there for third place. Benyat Fernandez up the inside of Pugliese there. Moves.
Be back in the Rookies Cup next season.
Oh, not another Holmes has gone down. Oh,
And so he will not be back in the Rookies Cup next season.
Oh, not another Holmes has gone down. Oh, it's him wide. But as I was saying, you know, Morelli's not a rider you want to let get away.
No, he isn't. I think.
Characters that we have.
But it's his sixth fall in a race in the Rookies Cup race this season. So
backward place. Malaysia versus Indonesia for second in the championship. We remind you, 1 point.
Brian Ariati has seen that too, and he knows it. He was around to watch the leader then. It is Brian Ariati, the cap champion, ahead of the number 11 of David.
Between them.
Elbows out.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, so Brian still has the advantage, but having this Marco Morelli be so superb at Assen, and that's why I think he moved up into 5th place and is now up to Gonzalez.
David Gonzalez second, Pugliese third.
Second place, Guido Pugliese.
And Dinesh moves up on Pratama there into turn 1, a very nice time
To 4th place. He doesn't want to see Marco Morelli disappear, just as you said, Matt.
Pratama, then Dinesh in 5th place. Malaysia versus Indonesia for second, and the clean move from the Malaysian then. Really, really nice indeed. Well then, up the hill we come once again. Then it's going to be left and flick it right down the water for championship. We remind you, 1 point between them.
Elbows out.
Literally, yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. And those damp patches, it's still cool, of course.
How fast can you go through here? Well, look at that. Look at the gap forming. I mean, Morelli's not hanging around. I'll be very interested.
Okay, so Brian still has the advantage, but up in the second place, Guido Pugliese.
And Dinesh.
Damp patches are hanging around, but there's mostly a dry line, but you just got to be careful you don't get offline.
To see the lap times this time around.
Now let's see Uriarte be late on the brakes here.
Moves up on Pratama there into turn 1, a very nice tight but clean move from the Malaysian.
I think maybe that limits some of the overtaking possibilities.
Pugliese had a big moment on the exit of turn.
Goes up on that leading trio, so he comes out of the corner. The leading trio still have the advantage. Marco Morelli.
And then really, really nice indeed.
Oh my goodness.
Turn 6 there, loses a bunch of places. Dinesh then into second place, ahead of Pratama then. So
over, but it's not green there, so that doesn't matter. Marco Morelli has the advantage. Keandro. Gracious me, and those damp patches, it's still cool, of course. Those damp patches are hanging around, but there's...
It's 1, 2, 3 in the championship, 1, 2, 3 in the race, but off along as Batani gets sideways.
For the man who finished second, who did all the leading yesterday, is in second place.
These three.
Mostly a dry line, but you just got to be careful you don't get offline. Maybe that limits some of the overtaking.
He's into turn 8 then, moving up into 4th position, the Japanese rider. How about this as an absolutely drilling it now, Peter. They are over a 1/10 of a second quicker, maybe even 2/10
possibilities.
Pugliese had a big moment on the exit of turn 6 there, loses a bunch of places. For the Asia Talent Cup, 3, 2, 3 and 4 Asia Talent Cup graduates. So 3 ahead of everybody else that last lap around, and that is making the difference. We're on board with Dinesh then into second place, ahead of Pratama then. So it's 1, 2, 3 in the championship, 1, 2, 3 in the race, but not brilliant.
Great stuff, and it is the 54 now that takes up the second place.
Along as Batani gets sideways into turn 8 then, moving up into Uriarte, leading what's now really the chasers. We're looking at Sen Batani, the Japanese rider, just behind us in spot.
Veda Pratama, of course, as things finish like this, he would take second place back.
Position, the Japanese rider. How about this as an advert for the Asia Talent Cup? 3 by Kevin Schwantz, that's why he runs the number 34. But look out front, Ramadeepa now in
from Hakim Danish in the cup points.
I should also correct myself. Those are the 3 Asia Talent, 2, 3 and 4 Asia Talent Cup graduates.
Yeah,
brilliant,
great stuff, and it is
the lead ahead of Morelli and Benyat Fernandez.
But Brian Uriarte is not letting them go. Look, he's there in 4th place.
He's cup champions the last 3 years as well up there as well. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
54 now that takes up the second place. Veda Pratama, of course, as things finish close into them, and he's going to lock on to the rear of the number 7 Benyat Fernandez in third as they go down the hill.
Superb stuff.
Right, but Brian now has an advantage of what? It was like this, he would take second place back from Hakim Danish in the cut points.
And Ramadipa's lead was short-lived, but Morelli took him straight back. He's saying, no, I need to lead this race. Oh, Mitani, sorry,
He's
up the
brave.
inside again, yeah. Foot off the footrest and everything. Also, correct myself, those are the 3 Asia Talent Cup champions the last 3 years as well up there. As I've got the pace, I don't want to get overtaken in towards turn 1. You're following me, but Morelli's smart. He knows he can fit Peter.
Absolutely, he is so determined, isn't he, to end his season on a high note. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, so brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Superb stuff. Right, but Brian now has an...
Just needs to get out front and absolutely go for it. None of this tap in the rear seat unit rubbish.
That's right, brilliant stuff. And I said, you know, he's looking hopefully to impress people to get a ride. So Marco Morelli has advantage of what? It was...
Oh, Mitani, sorry, up
He's
the
brave.
inside again.
He only qualified 15th. He was on the 5th row of the grid. So, you know, if his pace is quicker or his ride already, but he isn't slowing down at all. He's right on Zen's tail. And
Foot off the footrest and everything, Peter.
Absolutely. He is so determined, isn't he? Than he was running in qualifying. Maybe the bike isn't really set up to do this, but he's a bright head of Hakim Danish.
What a character. What a character. Go on, Morelli as well, up in a 3rd place.
To end his season on a high note. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And I said, you know, he's looking hopefully to impress people. Wily rider, and he'll make the best of the situation, certainly. There's the 51 of Brian Iriarte. He'll be...
This is his signing off ride from Rookies Cup. Not only has he passed 3 years, but he's
forward to get a ride. So Marco Morelli has his ride already, but he isn't slowing down at all. He's right late on the brakes at the bottom there. He goes from 4th to 3rd.
Perfect line choice. Already announced to join the Aspar team alongside Maximo Quiles in Moto 3 next year. No plan.
Right on Zen's tail and ahead of Hakim Danish.
What a character. What a character on the 95, and Morelli there guarding his line well and truly, not sacrificing his run. And B, he came in a Rookies Cup with Plan A has well and truly worked out.
That's right.
Go on, Morelli as well, up in a 3rd place too. This is his signing off ride from Rookies through the penultimate turn into this final corner. They come, going to get a big drive up the hill. Mitani goes neck and neck.
And he's looking for his first win of this season. He had 2 wins. He won in Jerez and Assen.
Not only has he passed 3 years, but he's already announced to join the Aspar team alongside Maximo Quiles with Ramadipa there. They nearly come to blows out of the final corner. 4 laps to go.
Last year in Rookies Cup, but although he's got a couple of 3rds and a 2nd yesterday, he's
Moto 3 next year. No Plan B, he came in a Rookies Cup with. Plan A has well. This is where it really changes. They fan and weave across the start.